Hi you guys, it's Stephanie with Coffee Paper Scissors. So I finished that journal that I showed, I don't know, the last video I'm thinking that I did was the springtime butterfly journal. And when I finished it, I had just a little bit of scrapbook paper left, not from the main scrapbook pack I was using, but from another one that I had just a couple pages left. And so I had some scraps. So I decided, I mean, literally scraps. I mean, I had taken a little circle out of this one. So I decided to sit here and force them to come together into clusters, and then I'm going to go ahead and use the clusters. So I thought I've got them mostly ready, and so I thought we would do it together. I'm going to put them on envelopes, and I want to do it so that if it's glued down, it opens like this. One of the things that I do often, and I wish that I wouldn't do it, is I'll put it this way. And I don't know, for some reason for me, I don't like, once I've done it, I think, oh man, I should have put it on this side. So I'm trying to force myself to remember that when I'm gluing down an envelope that does this, to put it on this side. I don't know, it's just a thing that in my head I feel like it's flapping around on this page. I don't know if that makes sense to you guys at all, but I'm going to try and make sure that I've got them this way every time. I've inked around this one, and I believe it's ready to go. I have Christmas written on it because when I first got it started making journals and things, I didn't have very many supplies whatsoever. I don't really have a ton now compared to some people. I probably do, but I don't feel like I have a lot. My craft room isn't like overwhelmingly stocked, but it's stocked. Don't get me wrong. I will never run out of paper. We'll just put it that way. I just want a little bit more ink around this. What was I saying? Oh, so I got finished making some Christmas journals, and the scraps that I had left, believe it or not, fit in this. My Christmas scraps now are in 2 of those 12 by 12 scrapbook case things, and I've got stuff piled up on top. So my scraps fit in this when I first got started. That's just crazy. Alrighty, so I'm just gonna go ahead and I see a bad word on this. Hopefully there's not one on the other side that will actually be showing. Make sure I've got it right. Okay. So I could have just made these and let them sit, but I just feel like I wouldn't use them if they're not completely ready to be used. I don't know, I could be wrong. All right, so I want to put it kind of just off center a little bit, and then I wanted to put a little something for this bird to sit down on. Yeah. I tried to find something to go underneath the bird, and I still kind of feel like I want to, but I couldn't figure out what. Maybe some coffee dyed cheesecloth, but I don't have any coffee dyed. I have cheesecloth, but it needs to be coffee dyed. I put some lace behind it, but the lace just did not look right to me. So you guys, we finally have been having nicer weather. Oh my goodness, I'm so relieved. I was getting awfully tired of it. Trying to get it so that everything is, like I'm not seeing where there's a blank space in between. But I suppose I should just put glue down on it first. Yeah, so I sat here yesterday for quite a while playing with all these scraps, and I just refused to let them beat me. I used every single one of these little bits and pieces, and the only thing that I threw away were the tiniest of little things that I just couldn't manage to stick anywhere. or even if I did stick them somewhere, it was kind of like, I don't know, not even noticeable. So let me see here. I've got a few things like this. I've got this stuff that my friend Donna gave me quite a while back. And it was stuff that she found at the dollar store and Dollar Tree. And it was for Halloween. I don't know if it'll look good. Just having, I mean, I think it does. It almost kind of looks like a nest, right? And it gives it just a little something. I should have put some more under there. Now I'm wondering, more is more is good. I didn't really want to be fiddling on camera, but you guys, I haven't been around much, so a little bit of fiddling is all right, right? Okay, see, I'm gonna just cut a little bit more of this off. And if I were to put it up here and find something to put over the top of it, I just don't know what. I don't know if I have anything. I have some words, but that doesn't really look right. Maybe I could do a butterfly, but a bird and a butterfly? I don't know. What do you think? I had not intended to do this. Well, I don't know. I'm gonna put the bird down. I think what I'll do is put hot glue right in here, but the little pieces out here, I'll put glue on. Oh, I turned my hot glue gun on. Hopefully it's hot enough. I'm gonna put quite a bit. Turn it sideways, I think, or maybe a slightly sideways, or maybe not at all sideways. All right, I probably needed a little bit of hot glue underneath the branch. Oops, it's not feeding it. Where does it need to be? It needs to be right there. Okay, well, I like that. Let me see what I have here real quick. I need to buy a digi of butterflies. I could do, that one blends too much. This is a little moth. A number would be good, but I don't have any numbers. Let me just ink around these real quick. I don't have it open. Hopefully there's enough ink on here. So you guys, I listened, while I was working on the other journal that I just finished. Okay, I think I'm gonna just put some glue down just to give it something to hang on to. And then glue this down, and it should hold down the rest of it. So when I was working on that journal, I found where you can listen to, you guys are probably going to know this already. I found an audiobook of Pride and Prejudice. So I sat while I was working on it and I just listened to Pride and Prejudice for the entire thing. It was wonderful. I've never, actually, it's the first time I've ever listened to an audiobook, would you believe? And so then after that, I had to watch it. I have the BBC version of it with Colin Firth. I have the other one too, but the BBC version is my favorite of the two, just because there's more of the actual story in it than the one with Keira Knightley. That book is just, it really is funny. It makes me giggle the entire time. So, okay. Well, that's cool. I like that. I'll show it to you all finished on the page. So that would look like that. That's what the little bits and pieces. I could have put more, I suppose. I like this one, you know, the amount I put up there. You know what I was going to do and I totally forgot? I was going to stamp some words. Oh well, too late. Because I would have gone underneath. So, but that's fine. That's fine. Okay, let me get these things out of the way. And I'll just sit this over here. We'll do the next one. So these were a bunch of long skinny pieces that I had left over. So you can see that I just was kind of adding things here and there. These were the very last little pieces and I was like, I am putting them on. So there's that. And I'm going to put them on to a sort of a cream color. And for this one, I have to remember, because I was putting this together yesterday and I don't remember exactly how I was going to do it. Okay, I think that's what I was going to do. And I am going to stamp. And I have it out somewhere. So this is a set of stamps that I just got at Hobby Lobby. I don't know, a few weeks ago. And it has just handwriting and print, and then these little things. The only thing I've tried so far is the handwriting. I was playing with it a little bit yesterday to see how it stamps. And I think what I'm going to do is, what did I prefer? I think I'm going to do, I'll lay that down here. I have, this one is Coffee, and it's really old, so I don't know if it's one that they still have a lot, or if not, I have no idea. I'm just going for it. And a lot of it might be covered. I don't know. Okay, I don't know if that's going to be enough or not, but these kinds of things are scary for me, so I tend to err on the side of not enough. That's my MO, I think. Okay. And then I was going to put this butterfly down just to kind of put over the bottom of the stem because I didn't like the stem. I don't know, maybe a little bit more stamping right back in here. Oh, is it right side up? I can't tell you guys. Oh, it was going to be upside down. Wait, I can't tell. I think this is right. I kind of want it right in here. Okay. Okay, that's good. Stop. I thought I inked around this stuff and I thought I was getting it dark enough, but to me it's not popping as much as I Sticking it into the lid of the ink pad instead of the actual ink pad. All right, that comes off the page just a little bit better, I think. Let's see here. I'm going to add that. It's the back side of some lace because I inked it. Okay, here's the front side. This is better. I had inked that piece, and so that is barely visible. Maybe? No. White? I don't know if I have any out, and I don't really want to dig for it. Well, you guys, I think it's fine. I can tell that it's there, so I think I'll put it down. And where's it? So it would be, I want it all the way up. So maybe there. Wait, is that the right side? It's so hard to tell. Okay, I think it goes like that. So I think what I'll do is just glue it down with this. Hopefully I'm getting it in the right place. Normally, you guys, I am not this haphazard with things, but I think it'll work. I think it'll be fine. Okay, I'm going to put hot glue right in this area, but the rest of it I'll put regular glue. And the hot glue is just because it's going on top of that lacy stuff there. I'm wondering, okay, I'm going to do that. So I will put, this side is kind of grungy, and it will show a little bit when it's flapped open off the page, but that'll be okay. I just don't want it really showing on the front side, if that makes sense. Okay, I've got strings hanging off me. All right, so we're gonna go right around there. Oh, I wanted regular glue, and then I'll put just a little bit of hot glue over the edge of that lacy area. Just kind of right in here. That'll hold it enough, I'm sure. And this, it's sticking to me. I've got glue, I guess. Yeah, we shall do that. Do you guys have trouble picking things up as you get older? I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but my father-in-law talked about it. He's passed now, but as he said, as he was getting older, he said that the grip from his fingerprints, and I don't know if that's an actual thing. Have you guys noticed it? I never would have thought of it if he hadn't said it. But he said, it's like I don't have fingerprints anymore, and it's hard for me to pick things up. And I definitely have trouble picking things up. I will take, you know, something like this will be laying here, and I'll try to move it with my finger, and it will not move with my finger. I put lotion on right before doing this video, and so I feel like I have just a little bit more, I don't know, grip to my skin right now, but it's very frustrating. I got fingerprinted, and you know, because I'm such a bad guy. No, there are just reasons why you have to do that every once in a while. I don't talk about what my husband does for a living, but you know, it's a necessity for his work and that sort of thing. Anyway, my fingerprints they don't come out. They have to call me back over and over again and try to do special things to make my fingerprints actually print. It's crazy. Okay, so there's that one. I'm probably going to have to cover that with something because it's sticking. Okay, let's look at that on a page. I think it's pretty, so it would just have to be up a little bit. So, or I mean, it can be down, it can hang off. We like that, right? See what it looks like when there's a little bit less pattern on the paper. I think it's pretty. Okay, so there's that one. Get this out of the way. I'll just set that there. I have this one. So here's another one. There were some strips, and I think I'll go along the edge just a little bit again. I did ink all of this. I'm sorry, you guys. I did it with Vintage Photo, and it's just kind of not showing up as much as I would like for it to. So just very slightly around the edge, I think it'll be good. Okay, so I have a blue one, so I want it to be like this, and we're going to, instead of going right to the edge of the envelope, I thought I would kind of have it torn on the edge and come in a little bit. Oh, I wanted to do a little bit of stamping, but this one has print. And so I'm thinking I might do just a little bit of print here and there. But not much. Oh, it's crooked. Doggone it. And it's not even going all the way under. Well, part of it will be closed. I mean, covered. Okay, so I need to get... You guys, I'm new at doing this sort of a thing, so be patient with me. I want it to be just kind of... Whoa, it's upside down. I need right down here, huh? More than I intended, but that's okay. That one's smeared, and that's okay. I'm gonna stop. Stop while I'm ahead, stop while I'm behind. Just gonna stop. Okay, so this one, I was going to have her, and it blends a lot, I realize, but you know, I was gonna do that. I'm wondering if just a little bit of doily would look good there. Let me grab a little bit of doily real quick. Just to kind of separate it a little. So it doesn't blend in as much because the colors are almost exactly the same. So I'm just going to go on the very edge so that we can see that edge. And then see what I think of that. Okay, we're going to do that. We are going to do that. I think we'll put it around there. I think. Okay. Look at all those pieces. Yeah, I had a pile and I was like, oh, I can't throw them away. I could have. I have been known to do it. Sometimes I get so frustrated and just done with something. I'm like, nope, I am done. I am not going to use it. It's going in the trash. And then I find myself every once in a while digging in the trash to get something I just threw away. But this time I was like, nope, I'm doing it. I'm going to make something with it. I need a little stamping right there, don't I? Okay, so it's gonna go like right here. That's where I want that little mark. Okay. It's going to be mostly covered and glued down, so I just need to get that edge. Putting way too much glue on it. My glue is coming out freely right now. Ah. Okay. Got a little bit of glue on my fingers. Okay. and then we'll just put this just right over here. This, when I was trying to get this brad to lay down, it just would not. And sometimes it's hard to figure out what to use to get it to go flat. There we go. That did it. All right, so there's that one. I think she's really cute. I love the little Holly Hobby looking dolls. Let's look at, isn't that pretty? I like that one. Okay, I have one more. And I don't know, do I want to ink? I mean stamp. Okay, yes I do. Okay, so this one is this. And I decided I didn't like this piece that I had put on. I pulled it off, threw it away. So there was one thing I threw away. All right, let's get this laid out here. So we're going to do a pink envelope for this one. And we're going to do cursive again. This will be the last one. I think that's the right way. Okay, stop. You can stop. Lid on. Okay, so for this one, I'm going to be covering it, a lot of it, with these lacy trim things. And we're just going to do hot glue. So okay. So I'm mostly covering, but I thought something might show through. I didn't know for sure, so I went ahead and just stamped. But yeah, it's mostly covering, and that's fine. That's fine with me. Okay, I'm going to do this. I want this one kind of on top. And I want this one to finish it off right around there. I don't know, we'll see. I had it laid out, so we'll see. We'll see what it looks like. And it's going to be mostly covered as well, obviously. Sorry, so quiet. I don't know what to talk about. You know, I don't know. My husband's been out of town. He's back now. And oh, you know what, you guys? I found on Freebie that Mr. Selfridge. Have you guys watched that? Well, the frustrating thing about it is I found the show was fine, but they only have one season for free. And I didn't realize it until I watched that one season, and to watch the rest of it is not free. Do you know how frustrating that is? I was really not happy. If I had realized that the other seasons weren't free, I wouldn't have watched the first one. Okay, so the stamping underneath you really can't see, but that's okay. No harm, no foul. And I'm just going to put this directly on top of it, and hopefully it looks okay on the page. It's going to take kind of a lot of glue, but that's okay. I'm always afraid that it's going to harden before I get it down. Have any of you guys watched Mr. Selfridge? It's a PBS one. Makes me leery to start any of the PBS series. I imagine none of them are complete. Okay, so there's a lot of pattern there. Let's see what it looks like over here. I mean, I think it's pretty. I need to do something to this side of the envelope as well. Okay, so you guys, I used up all of the scraps, and that's what I was going for. So here we go. I hope that you like them, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, and hopefully we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.